Hey everybody, I'm here today to show you and tell you how to change the octave on a Stylophone beat. And this will be the easiest tutorial, so without further ado, let's get right into this instructional video tutorial. As you can see right here, I have my Stylophone beat. I got this recently and I've played around with it just for a little bit. I made a few beats with it and I probably played with it for about a half an hour in total, and I really enjoy it. I really enjoy it, and I enjoyed sort of making beats with it. And I also I have 4 kids, so I also allowed my kids to fool around with it as well, because they found it really interesting. They all are musicians. They take piano lessons, and you know, they're all really musical. My whole family is musical in terms of myself, my sisters, my dad is a musician. So you know, I'm a musician. My sisters play instruments. My kids play instruments. Okay, my wife, I'm trying to get her on the boat too. I'm trying to teach her how to play a couple instruments. She played some stuff in school, but she currently doesn't play like anything. So I figure, you know, I play an instrument. I play many instruments. My kids play something. If I get my wife on board, maybe we could do a family band. But anyways, you know, we'll see if that works. All joking aside, you know, changing the octave on this thing is super easy. I know I gave you a whole long backstory of myself and my kids using this thing and blah blah, but changing the octave is really easy to do. I'll show you exactly how to do it. I'm going to pop the stylus out of place, okay, and I'm going to turn the unit on. And what we're going to do is we're going to make sure we're on the bass mode. I should already be on the bass mode because I was just testing it out before I started filming this. So yes, we are on the bass mode. Let's turn the volume up. I think that's the highest, give or take. Okay, so now you can definitely hear it, okay? So basically, in order to increase an octave, you see, we're looking at it sort of normally. You see the pads here at the top. There are 2 pads that sort of that split the top. It's kind of hard to see, but you can kind of see the line there. There are 2 pads that split the top. In order to increase the octave, we're going to slide from the top left pad to the top right pad. So right now, we're in this octave. And to increase the octave, we're going to go up, sliding from the top left pad to the top right, like that. And then we're in a higher octave. We're going to go up again. Higher octave. That's as high as it goes. Okay, now to go lower, to go down an octave, we are gonna go from the top right pad to the top left, okay? Top right to the top left, very simple like this. So this is the octave we're in right now. We're gonna go lower. Lower again. Lower again. Lower again. Lower. That's as low as it goes. Higher. And you can kind of go like this. Because as you're going around the notes, you're also going across the pattern to increase the octave or decrease the octave. Very simple. Very simple, okay? I don't know if, like, you know, you should do that or should not do that in terms of the actual unit. Like, I wouldn't really be doing that often, but I did, you know, I did realize that, like, because you're doing that sliding motion to go up or down an octave and going across all the other notes as well, you can kind of do that little cool sound. So like I said, it seems to be cutting me off, so I don't know if you should or should not do that. That's your own choice that you have to figure out, okay, should I be doing this with the machine or should I not? To me, when I look at it, it seems okay, but I don't think it's something that I would do often. It's like, I would use it more for an effect in terms of, if I'm making a beat, I would do it here or there, right? But that's not something that I would do regularly. It's not really something that I would do. That sound is not something that I would incorporate into my beats regularly. And I just wouldn't do that to the machine regularly. It's not my style. But like I said, you can decide whether or not, like, I'm not sure if you should or should not be doing it in terms of the actual machine. But it is something that, as you can see, when I show you with the stylus, it is possible. but it seems to be cutting me off. So that's why, you know, like when I hear that, I'm like, maybe it's something that the machine is telling me I should not be doing, or maybe that's just part of the styling of when you make a beat. It wants the beat to be only that long. I'm not sure, right? You know, like I said, so you have to make your own decision as to whether or not you should do something like that, whether or not you want to do something like that. That's your own decision. You know, I have no clue whether, you know, you should or should not be doing it for the machine in terms of like what you should or should not be doing with the machine. You have to research that. You have to figure that out. That's something that I regularly wouldn't do, but that's just my own style. And because I'm hearing it cut me off, I'm like, I probably wouldn't be doing that regularly. But like I said, that's just my own thought. You have to figure it out for yourself, and you can decide what you want to or do not want to do, or what you should or should not do, or what you will or will not do with your own machine. That's your own prerogative. That's your own choice. That's your own decision. You got to research it and use your own judgment. You're making your own decisions. Always remember that. But anyways, I showed you how to increase the octave and decrease the octave. Very simple. Very simple. We're increasing and decreasing octaves. Very simple. Really, really easy to do. And yeah, I explained it in great detail. I took something that I thought was going to be so simplistic. I thought this video was just going to be really maybe a couple of minutes, and I made it much longer because I really over-explained it and gave you a whole bunch of detail. But hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you found it great, and hopefully you make good decisions with your own machine yourself, because like I said, you're deciding yourself what you're going to do with your own machine. But anyways, I'm going to turn my machine off, and that's basically it. The light was flashing for a second there. I'm not sure if that means low battery. I don't know. I've never seen that before. Like I said, I just got this recently. But anyways, I turned my machine off. Hopefully you liked this video. Hopefully you found it useful. Hopefully you make good decisions with your own machine when you're using your own machine and making your own beats and so on and so forth. But that's it. Hopefully you liked the video. Other than that, I've got nothing else. So with nothing else, we are going to roll the outro. So without further ado, here's the outro for this specific video. And I feel like I'm really blabbing on. So for real, I'm not going to talk anymore. I promise. I'm done talking. I'm done for this video. So for real, not going to say anymore. I promise. Without further ado, here is the outro. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.